Wow. Under the hood is 5-liter V8 naturally aspirated. It gauge, as you can see, it moves. So you can do like this, like that. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to my channel Roman Rides, and today I'm sharing my quick review and test drive of the 2023 Lexus IS 500. Let's go. Alright guys, even though it's not the brand new IS 500, 2023, still there are no mechanical changes whatsoever regarding this one, this model year. So I'm gonna share my quick review and test drive of this 500 from 2023. And let's start from the looks of this vehicle. I really like how Lexus actually managed to design this vehicle. It's been in the market for over 5 years. I remember testing the first IS 300 that I saw at local dealership, and that was like something very interesting looking, especially like with F performance bodywork. And obviously this is IS 500, and interestingly enough, Lexus didn't name this as ISF like it was before in the previous generation. So they specifically called it 500, just 500 F Sport Performance. So there's huge difference between like proper F model and F Sport Performance, guys. So I think the reason for that is just it's not a it's not like very raw car in terms of driving, in terms of its capabilities, like RCF, for example, ISF from the previous generation. There are some compromises made to drive this car, to enjoy this car, and there are some compromises for a person who's going to buy this car. So you don't have to drive it. You don't have to drive it on track, right? It's not positioned as a track car. It is positioned as a rival to the German V8 cars, specifically AMG 663 from the previous generation with V8 twin turbocharged, and this is V8 naturally aspirated. Just take a look at the lines and the shape of the body. It's just looking gorgeous to me personally, and especially for the price. This vehicle is priced on par with like 6-cylinder cars from BMW, Audi, and Mercedes-Benz, obviously. And if we're talking about 6-cylinder cars, obviously, if we're talking like proper M3, which this actually competes in terms of horsepower, like a base M3, the base RS5, for example, performance, or Mercedes-Benz C43 or maybe C63, obviously it's not about the current generation, that's a 4-cylinder, but about the previous generation, they are on par. And so let's talk about pricing first. So this car for the 2025, you can still buy it brand new for 2025. It starts from around $61,000 before taxes, before destination. Again, thanks to Lexus of Tampa Bay here in Tampa, Florida, for providing me access to this beautiful IS 500. And it starts from around 61 and goes all the way up to around 72 grand with all the bells and whistles and different options for this car. So it is on par in terms of pricing, on par with M340, M440, Audi S4, Audi S5. Obviously there is no new S4, and was on par in terms of pricing with C63 V8 twin turbocharged AMG. In terms of power, actually, I wanted to say, if we're talking about C63, for example, currently nowadays the 2025 C63 sometimes can go beyond $85,000–$90,000, which this one actually starts from around 61. There's a huge gap between them, and still this is the only car you can get the new one with natural aspirated V8. So let's talk about the looks of this car. Obviously I look the proportions, I look the body style, I look the shape of the car, and I look the menacing front end of the car, especially considering the triple LED Lexus. This is the hallmark of Lexus, of the vehicles from the past few years. This triple beam LED lights, they're blacked out on the inside, as you can see. Everything is LED, a turn signal, headlights, you have 360 camera, you have the very famous Lexus grille here, and obviously the wheels. This is the staggered setup, so it's 235 by 40 19-inch alloy wheels with 4-piston brake calipers, as well as, you see, it's double wishbone front suspension, aluminum lower upper control arm as aluminum knuckle here, aluminum lower control arm, and the subframe, as you can see. So Lexus actually managed to create very nice technical chassis for this car. And in the back you have 265 35 19-inch alloy wheels. It's a staggered setup, again, for better handling, better performance. And this is rear-wheel drive car, so it's not front-wheel drive. Oh, sorry, it's not all-wheel drive. It's only a rear-wheel drive car, unlike 350, which can be had as all-wheel drive. So as you can see in the back, looks just gorgeous, guys. Take a look at these quad exhaust tips here, and they're located at also staggered setup, so they're not inline. You can see they're located diagonally. You have glossy black diffuser, IS 500. Everything is LED, a small lip spoiler, keyless for the front doors only, 360 camera. And the wheels themselves, they look just gorgeous, guys. Take a look. Very, very nice. So let's take a look under the hood of this beast, and then we'll take it for a quick drive, and then we'll sum it up. Hey, see ya. Yep. Yeah. This is Devon from Lexus of Tampa Bay. Again, thanks to Devon for helping me with filming these cars. And so, yeah, Devon is the director of new car sales here at Tampa Bay. If you're looking for a new Lexus, welcome to Lexus of Tampa Bay. So let's take a look what's under the hood. Under the hood, it's 5-liter V8 naturally aspirated. It's dual injection, actually. It's port injection and it's direct injection, producing 472 horsepower and 392 pound-feet of torque, which is 532.35 newton meters of torque, actually. It's paired with 8-speed ASIN transmission. It's a regular torque converter. So it's not the ZF like in German cars, for example, but it's a bit slower, I would say, but still it's very, very quick for what it is. All right, let's take a look at the cabin, guys. Take a look. Everything is red. Obviously, it's genuine leather, perforated, ventilated, heated seats, heated steering wheel, paddle shifter for 8-speed ASIN transmission, and everything is red here, guys. Take a look. And it is really, really comfortable seats. Obviously, you don't have any additional under thigh support, but still they're very comfortable. They're super deep, and they actually hug you very, very well, guys. No integrated headrests, which is very, very nice, guys. And so just a second, let me decrease the fan speed here. So this is your driving position. Very nice thing about this one is that your analog gauge, as you can see, it moves. So you can do like this, like that. Again, back to the normal position. You can cycle through different modes: Sport, Sport Plus, Sport S, regular. And then you have variable adaptive dampers, so you can adjust the suspension stiffness as well. Cruise control, automatic high control, automatic high beam, low beam control, and yeah, obviously it's perforated steering wheel with very nice grip points and adaptive cruise and everything else, guys. So let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this car? It's a bit outdated on the inside in terms of, you know, the central stack, the central console, but everything is super functional. You have, you know, physical buttons, and obviously it has this Lexus trackpad, which is a bit outdated, I would say, but still it serves its purpose. So everything is analog here, and there are no pumping sound coming to the cabin. So again, it's super, super natural. It's real exhaust, real engine noise. So let's take it for a drive. Old school shifter. All right, let's go.
Let's go on left up here. Go straight now.
The sound of V8. But you know, to be honest, it sounds a bit differently from the LC 500, for example.
Yeah.
That car just screams V8.
Oh,
This one is slightly toned down. Do you agree?
Yeah. I believe it's because of the exhaust system as well.
Okay. Because basically the engine is the same, right?
Yeah. But the horsepower though is still different. The horsepower is still going to be around the 400s on the LC. This one's at 300, like around the 300s.
To the right, right?
Yes, right.
Can I slightly decrease the fan speed like that? It's horrible speed bumps. Hate them. And it's got 8 speed, right?
Yes.
Oh my god. The sound is just amazing.
You can put it in Sports Plus Plus. There you go. So now you're in Sports Plus, not just Sports mode. Right, easy, go a little bit down.
Wow. Sounds just amazing. And I like that it's really a compact sedan. It's not huge, so you can play with it in some twisty roads.
Right. I feel like you have more maneuver.
Here?
Yeah. You have more maneuverability.
Right.
Coming up right here.
So you try to keep low miles here because it's kind of like special car, right?
Right. More miles you're gonna put on the car,
Right.
you know,
The value goes
value
down.
goes down.
All right, guys, summing up 2023 Lexus IS 500. First of all, there was a customer who actually wanted to buy this one because that's why I had to stop the video recording sooner than I planned to. But ultimately what I want to say, fortunately enough, I was able to actually drive this car first, and then there was a walk-around video portion of this car, walk-around video portion of this video. So what I'd like to say, first of all, so far I have tested BMW M340, M440, M3, the proper M3, the new generation G80, Audi S5, which I own since March of this year, B9.5, not the latest one, B10. And after testing that, this car is closer to Mustang GT with V8 actually. So it's Yes, of course, like the newer cars like BMW M340, 440, Audi S5, S4, all-wheel drive, turbocharged, they're quicker 0 to 60, but they are less emotional, much less emotional than this car. There is a feeling of connectedness with this car. Yes, it's not a proper like F car like ISF before in the previous generation, but still it it gives you so many emotions in terms of V8 sound, natural aspirated, no pumped-in sound. There are no speakers imitating the sound of V8 because there is no need to imitate anything because it's already a V8 natural aspirated. Like it's one of its kind actually right now on the market. Even for 2025 you can buy a new one starting from $61,000, which is less than the 6-cylinder BMW M340, 440, Audi S5. So it's on par with 6-cylinder cars providing V8 power actually. So I think it's a great proposition. The drawback for some of you, maybe the outdated interior, yes, maybe only rear-wheel drive. Again, 8-speed automatic, which is not that snappy and fast compared to German competitors. But again, it's all about emotions. This car is not positioned to be like a race car, track car. It's not gonna set any records on the Nürburgring lap or whatever. It's just for daily driving and for providing you with emotions and the V8 sound and connectedness with the car, because it's still from that, 5-6 years ago back era of Lexus and Toyota vehicles, and it is super reliable V8. Yes, it's toned down in terms of sound compared to LC500, for example. That just screams V8. It's super roaring V8 and it's super burble. This one's slightly muted down compared to LC500, but it's still, especially after 2800 RPMs, it opens up like a second breath of this V8 engine, and it's like kind of like a VTEC in Honda vehicles, but with V8 power actually, which is really nice. So all in all, I have really enjoyed driving this car. This is something very special, and it's still available for you to purchase. Again, huge thanks Devon here at Lexus of Tampa Bay. If you're on the market for any Lexuses pre-owned new, feel free to come in, and welcome to Lexus of Tampa Bay. I'm not affiliated with this dealership. I'm just showing what I like, what I'm passionate about. I'm a car enthusiast just like you guys. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit the like button. See you next time.